morning, this is Deborah at the Thrifty Homesteader, and today we're going to be making an omelet in a cast iron skillet. A lot of people think that cooking with cast iron is challenging or difficult, but it really isn't. Like everything else, you just need to know the skills. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm not going to go over too many details on the omelet making. I'm assuming that you know how to do that. The first thing that you have to know is that your skillet needs to be well seasoned. If it's not well seasoned, then you just need to use it for deep frying, or put some fat in it or oil in it and put it in the oven for an hour or two, so that that oil can really get into the iron and create that non-stick surface. I have a little bit of lard in here for this morning. If you don't want to use lard or don't have it, you can use butter. So of course, lard from pastured pigs is best, or butter from your grass-fed cows. So we've got that in there. We're going to turn this on. First thing, you want to turn it on high, just to get it nice and warm. And once you see that the heat is like making the oil spread a little bit, that means that it's heating up nicely. And you can just roll it around a little bit in there. Cast iron handles usually get hot, so you want to use a hot pad, or you have one of these nice little handle things. Don't want to leave the handle thing on there while it's on the stove, because you can see it's caught on fire a couple times already. Don't want to make that mistake again. So now that it's nice and hot, I'm going to make sure that it's nicely coated with oil. I'm going to go ahead and pour my eggs in there. If you don't have your own pastured chickens yet, you might be wondering why the eggs look so dark, and that's because they're outside and they're eating all of the grass that they want, and so their eggs are really high in beta carotene. It's one of the benefits of pastured eggs. Now I'm putting a little bit of our homemade feta on here that we make with our goat milk from our herd of Nigerian dwarf goats, and I'm going to snip a little bit of green onions in there, fresh from the garden, one of my favorite things about spring. And another favorite thing about spring, of course, is fresh asparagus. So these are asparagus feta quiches that we're making this morning for everyone. And while this is cooking, so now you want to turn it down to like medium or low. If you have a electric skillet, you can put it down, or electric stove, you can put it down on low. If you have a gas stove or electric skillet, put it on medium. If you have a gas stove, you want to put it on low, because gas just tends to be a lot harder to get those lower temperatures. And the key to cooking in cast iron and getting that non-stick is to not overheat it. So we're going to lift up the egg a little bit, just like you normally do, and this is not sticking at all. In fact, I'm having a little trouble here because it's sliding all over as I'm trying to lift up the omelet. Again, we're going to go ahead and flip the bottom over the top and let it finish cooking. We have a nice little our pretty little half moon omelet. Flip the omelet over to brown the other side. And we are done. Just slide this out. There you go. A lot of people think that cooking with cast iron is hard, but it really isn't. Like everything else on the homestead and in the kitchen, you can do it too.